Well, hello everybody. My name is Lindsay and I was sick for quite a few days. Actually, our whole family has been sick. So this is just me. Like, I'd been keeping up okay on like dishes and laundry and things, especially laundry. I feel like I've done really good with laundry, but I needed to do a refresh of my house, get the counters cleared off and cleaned. Um, Clean everything from breakfast that we had that morning, and just do all of the things that need to be done, you know? So if you have a list of things that you need to do around your house, grab your list, come along with me, let's get some stuff done. This is your motivation, okay, guys? I know I needed some this morning, and I was able to find some, so I'm glad that I get to share that with you. So I started off with dishes and clearing out the kitchen, and just, guys, being sick really does just kind of mess with your schedule. I was planning to put a video out like 2 days ago, but we got sick and I just didn't have time. I didn't want to get up and film a video, and so today's the day, I guess. I actually filmed this earlier today. I'm doing the voiceover in the afternoon, and then I'll probably post this tonight for you guys. But yeah, it's just the way it is. I've also gotten sucked into some reality TV shows. Don't worry. I finished them. It's what happens when you're like stuck at home and not able to really get out and do things. You just kind of get sucked into these silly shows. Yes, I was watching Love is Blind and I got way too into it. It's all good. It's a good thing I like binged it in like 3 days so that I can be done with it now. But it's so funny. So I'm just doing some dishes and like filling up this bowl because I made meatloaf the night before, so it had like the raw meat in it the day before. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna fill this bowl up, let it soak for a minute because that's gross. Also, I just kind of scrub my dishes, especially if I leave them overnight. Like, a lot of these dishes were from dinner the night before, so like there's a pan. I made 2 pans of meatloaf because there was just so much meat that I made, and we had leftovers, and it was wonderful. I love leftovers. They're the best. But there's like a pan in there. There's actually 3 pans because I was gonna do it in the 2 big pans, and then I decided to use a big pan and a little pan. I don't know, guys. I am not the best at dishes, and then I end up having more dishes than need to be had, and it's fine. It's fine. I'm the one that gets to do the dishes. However, I am trying to figure out a way to maybe get through having to do so many dishes while being pregnant, but it's okay. I'm coming up with some solutions, hopefully, in the next little while, but we'll see if I actually do them, because it's just like another thing added to the list of things that I need to do, you know? Anyway, so I was able to get all of the dishes done, and that felt really good. I hadn't had my sink cleared in a few days just because of being sick. Like, none of us wanted to do dishes, and that's just kind of the way it is. Obviously, Dan didn't want to do the dishes. He's 2. So guys, if I'm posting this on Tuesday, Dan's birthday is tomorrow, and I am dying. My mom heart is about to explode, and like out of happiness, because he's growing, and he's getting bigger, and he's such a sweet little boy, and then like the other part of me is just really sad because he's getting so big. And I just remember when he was born and he was 4 pounds 10 ounces and born 2 months early, or like a month and a half early. Oh, also I'm switching out my Dawn Power Wash soap spray. It's the apple scent one. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. But Dan is just getting so big, and man, I just want to sit and cry. Yeah. Just trying not to right now while I'm doing a voiceover while I'm doing dishes. So, but he keeps saying that his favorite cake is a strawberry shortcake. So I'm excited. I'm gonna make him a strawberry shortcake probably, and he's gonna be 3. That's crazy and not okay. I did not give him permission to turn 3. I don't know who gave him the permission to do it, but he's doing it anyway, and I don't know what to do, and I'm just gonna have to cry. It's fine. It's fine. So I hand washed the rest of the dishes that were in the sink just so that I could clear it out. There's only a couple in there. I do find a pan and a spatula on top of the stove that I didn't grab before I started doing dishes. It's fine, guys. I did end up washing the pan and throwing the spatula into the dishwasher before it like got too far into the load or into the cycle. But yeah, just kind of cleaning out my sink, making it look a little bit nicer. It feels so much better when it is clean, and I don't know, it just like there's something about a clean sink. I don't know what it is. Can't tell you. It just feels so much better as I'm doing this voiceover, and our sink has got some dishes in it again. But I need to do another load tonight, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So I'm clearing off the dishes that I like kind of threw on the counter. I always do that. Like when I empty the dishwasher, I just throw stuff on the counter so that I could start a new load. Because if I run out of steam, then at least there's a new load in the dishwasher and then they're getting clean, you know? So I'd rather run out of steam while putting things away than run out of steam while things are getting washed, because it's much more important to have them washed than have them be put in the exact right spots, for me at least. But I don't know, I just always do that. So like if I do run out of steam, it's not a big deal because I can get the load started at least. But I was doing more of a big cleaning day today, so I guess I could have just like put them away. But I don't know, it's kind of nice to like get everything in the dishwasher and then worry about putting everything else away because you have to clear off the counter too. I don't know. It's just all of the things. So just putting away some stuff that's been sitting on the counter for a while, and I'm just like my butter dish I just set on top of the microwave. It's fine. And then that jar I put back into my pantry. It had some barley in it. It was like going bad, so I just dumped out the barley. And now I don't know what's going to go in there, so I don't really use barley ever, so I'm not going to go buy more. But yeah, that's why it went bad, is because I never use it. And then I just started like wiping down the counters, which, man, why is this like one of the best steps when you're cleaning your kitchen? It just makes it smell so good, especially when you use a good smelling spray. This is the mint one from Mrs. Meyer's. I don't know, it smells good to me. I like it. Also, my jacket is like getting everywhere. I don't know. It's fine. I say it's fine a lot. I get a lot of comments where people are like, "You say it's fine constantly." I'm like, "I know. That's like my slogan, I guess. It's fine. Do what you can. We are not perfect humans, and just do what you can." Just wiping down the outside of the microwave and just making it smell and look a little bit better. Dan's little cup of goldfish that I got for him and he left on the counter, as a 2-year-old, 3-year-old does. He's gonna be 3. Oh my gosh. And then yep, just washing my hands after cleaning the sink. Oh, I think I was rinsing out the thing. Nope, just washing my hands. We're good. It's all good. I knew what I was doing. So, like I said, we have been sick, so we've been using the humidifier, and I just went to go refill it. It's been kind of nice because it's been really dry, so we've been keeping it in our room and turning it on at nights. And so I went and refilled it really quick just so we wouldn't have to do that tonight before we go to bed. And then I had a basket full of clothes for Dan's room that I went and threw in the hallway because Dan was in his room playing so good, so I didn't want to like bug him. And then I just wanted to clean the sheets. Second time cleaning the sheets in a week, just because I cleaned them when we'd been sick for a couple days, and so I cleaned them just because I felt like, you're coughing in bed. I don't know, it's just kind of gross. So I cleaned the sheets and like the bedding and everything, but I just was like, I'm just gonna clean the sheets this time because I felt like we hadn't been as sick for the last couple days. So I felt like the bedding was fine. I might wash those too, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I felt like doing the sheets was the major thing. Also, this is the dog's water bowl, and I decided to go clean the water bowl because it was looking really rank and gross. And then that's the little, like, it's just like a placemat from Walmart or the Dollar Tree. I couldn't tell you where I got it from, that we put it on just so it doesn't like soak water into the carpet. But yeah, so I cleaned off the little mat, and then I cleaned out the water bowl. It was like kind of grimy, you know, dogs. And then I put everything back. It feels a little bit better when that's cleaned. Got to clean things for the doggos too, you know. And then I started cleaning off my dresser and realized I didn't have a place to put my robes once I start cleaning off my dresser. So I grabbed this. I got this over the door hanger from the Dollar Tree, and Devin actually like took off the over the door hanger part. It's like a metal hanger, and then he drilled holes into it so that I could hang it up on the wall, and I think it looks great. Um, and it's probably not level because I didn't actually level it when I was doing it, but I did check through the wall to make sure that the screw didn't go through because I was using quite long screws, and so I just had to check and make sure. Yeah, I think it is a little slanted, but it's okay. No one will really know except everyone that I'm showing on the internet. Also, I do plan on painting my room again, so I'm like, well, when I paint my room, I'll probably like rehang it maybe. I don't know. I might just use the same drills, the drill holes. I might still use the same holes for it, but I do plan on repainting the room just to match the rest of the house. I don't know. I haven't really like, I've never really been into like paint colors and picking them, so yeah. Anyway, so I started cleaning out that little bin that's been on my dresser. I leave it there for just kind of miscellaneous stuff, and then there's that little like wire, I don't know, bin. Like it looks like a trash bin, but we keep our extra socks in there. So it's been working, I think. Found some chapstick, threw that in my little jewelry box. But yeah, so I keep my jewelry box in this like bin because Dan will get into it and I don't want that. So I'm just cleaning off the dresser a little bit because it does make it feel a little bit better when we have a room to spare. Putting away the drill, and yep, just sticking it right on top of the fridge. Yep, that's where I put it, and it's still there. I'm looking at it right now. But yeah, it's you know, you can only do so much. I was gonna like try and put the wire basket into the other basket, but I was like, it doesn't fit. It looks goofy. I'm not gonna do that. It's fine. So it just lives on top of the dresser, and that's where it lives, and it's fine. And then I picked up all of the dog toys and that rug that needed to be replaced. I think I have a new one that I can put down. Minion loves to lay on that rug right in front of the heater, so I like to have it there. But, you know, and then we went into the living room and started cleaning up just a little bit. There's not a lot to do in the living room. I was going to put this away, but Dan would not let me. He was like very adamant that I left it in the living room, and I was not willing to fight him on it. I also didn't know where I was going to put it, so I was like, okay, fine. We'll just leave it there for now, that little shelf. I have ideas for it. There's another one as well that's in Dan's closet, and I have ideas for them. I haven't gotten around to like deciding what I want to do with them. I kind of want to turn it into like a little toy bin maybe for the dining room or something for when the baby comes and I need to be in like the main room more and Dan needs to be in there with me. I haven't decided. I have lots of ideas. Doesn't mean I'm going to follow through on all of them. Dan was helping me throw things away. It was very cute. But yeah, I have lots of ideas for things in my house, and probably will have some projects that are just undone for a while, and that's okay. But yeah, cleaning up the living room, it does look better when the pillows are in their rightful places, and everything just looks a little bit better, and Dan is being a little bit crazy. Like, I had asked him to put a couple things in the garbage, and then I asked him to put a couple things in the dirty clothes bin that's in my closet, and he just, he like took the things I told him to put in the dirty clothes bin. It was just like a couple oven mitts, and he threw them down the stairs, and I was just like, Dan, that's not where they go. It's fine. It's all good. It's great. And then he also decides to climb on the counter as I'm wiping it down, it makes it feel real good, right, when you're cleaning something and then a toddler steps on it with his dirty feet. It's all good. He did get a bath after this. I did give him a bath like right before we ate lunch, which might have been not a great idea, but it's fine. He didn't get too dirty after lunch or during lunch even. It was fine. And there's my sad plant that Dan decided to get into, and it makes me so sad. It's the plant that Devin gave me for our first Valentine's Day, so we've almost had it 5 years. I'm trying to keep it alive, guys. But a toddler and just lack of like remembering to open windows and water it, it's not boding well for the plant. Maybe one day it'll do better. Oh, I told Dan to come say hi to the camera, and he decided he needed to go get his little blue bumbo chair and show you guys that he still fits in it. So we found that. Okay, so my sister had it for her baby, and then like I had it for Dan. I gave it back to her for her baby, and then now she gave it back to me, and Dan's just been playing with it ever since we got it back. But yeah, so, But oh, I didn't mention, Dan got to the plant, tore off every single leaf that was on the plant, and like uprooted it. So we're hoping that like now that it's back in the planter with some water and some light shining on it daily, it'll come back. It's been kind of one of those like plants that just kind of comes back and doesn't die. So it was the perfect plant for me, but oh man, I feel like I'm gonna murder it this time. I don't know if it'll come back to life this time. But yeah, so vacuuming is probably one of my least favorite things to do because it is tedious, and it is like it's work to get the vacuum set up and like go around the whole house and vacuum. I usually make Devin make is a strong word. I usually ask Devin if he will vacuum the downstairs for me, just because I like get the whole upstairs vacuumed, and then I don't have the energy to vacuum the downstairs as well. So I ask him to do that for me usually. So I'll probably ask him to do that tonight because it does need to be done. And we'll see if he gets around to it. Sometimes he just doesn't have time because he comes home and he starts doing school immediately. And, it's just the way it is. That's just kind of how life works out, and that's okay. I had to fix the cushions because they were all like pushed out weird. Roxy jumps on the couch all the time, and then she like messes up the cushions. It's fine. Like I said. But as I vacuum, I'm just going to play a song for you. I actually did the instrumental version of this song at the beginning of this video, and I just kind of want to play this song for you. It's called Emily, and I hope you really like it. Still got your pearls hanging by my bedside. Still got your lips on paper in a trash now. I never knew love could be so sweet. I never knew it would sting. I never knew love like this would leave me in pieces. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Oh, Emily. I can't believe it's already over. Too late to talk and fix whatever's broken.
stop for us. Oh, Emily, when did you fall right out of love? Oh, Emily, when did the magic stop for us? Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Oh, Emily. Oh, but Emily, you are the part of me I feel. It will kill me when you leave and close my door. Oh, Emily.
I just love the Swiffer. I feel like it's such a blessing. We got one gifted to us, like it was from someone. They weren't gonna use it anymore. I'm pretty sure it was Devon's grandma actually, and she wasn't gonna use it anymore because she was moving into a home and didn't really need it because they'd be cleaning after her, so she wouldn't need cleaning supplies. And so we were gifted the Swiffer, and I didn't want one. I didn't think I wanted one, and then I got one, and I'm like, yep, this is it. This is what I wanted all along. What was I thinking? But I would say that the pads, reusable pads, are so much better than the ones that you buy in a package. So I will have them linked below. If you have a Swiffer and you keep buying the non-reusable ones, just the disposable ones, the reusable ones are just so nice. And I got like 4 of them, and I have never gone through all 4 in a day. I could probably have less than 4, but I like having 4. So it's good. Like if one breaks or whatever, like I've never had issues with them, but they are just really nice. So I will have them linked below if that's something you're interested in. So what are you working on? What's something that you've been needing to clean that you haven't been doing, or like something that just like has been driving you crazy, like the hook for me in my bedroom? Like that was driving me crazy that I hadn't done that in so long. I bought that hook around Christmas time, and Devin finally got around to turning it into a non over the door hanger thing. So I was like, okay, I need to hang that because my robes have nowhere to go in our room, and it's so much nicer now that they do. I don't know what it is. It's just nice to have a place to hang your robe, not gonna lie. So, and then we can hang Devin's like belt and stuff on there because it drives me crazy that he always hangs it on the cabinet outside the bedroom. So I'm hoping that I can train him, or at least like ask him to do that. Oh, look how nasty that thing is. Definitely needs to be washed. But ask him if he will maybe hang his belt on the new hanger, and maybe, hopefully, we'll see. Just putting away the dishes that were on top of the stove to dry, and now I need to clean the stove. I do throw stuff on there to dry all the time, but I hate cleaning the stove off. It's not my favorite thing. Also, I need to like soak the little things that the covers for the gas range, I don't know, the igniter cover things. I need to soak those a little bit because they're looking a little charred, maybe that's the word. They look a little black. They're supposed to be gray, like especially the one in the very front corner. Looks a little sad, but it's okay. I don't think about doing that, so I just wipe it down, and that's good enough for today. And that's all you can do. That's all you can really do is just do the best you can, and just wiping down the stove is it's a big deal for me. So especially after not wanting to, and like I love to cook and I love to do things, but cleaning up after I cook and do those kinds of things isn't as fun as it was to actually make the item or the food or whatever it was. It's more fun to make it than it is to actually, like It's more fun to make it than it is to clean up after yourself. So just cleaning up it's great to do. And I'm using the rest of that Mrs. Meyer's spray. It's getting close to the end, so I might just toss it. I don't know, it's nice to have good smelling spray, but you don't want to have a million sprays in your house because then you get overwhelmed and then you have too many. I need to have like one under the kitchen sink, one under each bathroom sink. So I need like 3 tops in my house, but I collect them. I like go to the store and I'm like, this one smells good. And then I try and use it up, but sometimes I don't like it as much as I thought I was going to. Also, look at Roxy's face in this little clip. Like, look at her little face. She's just so picked on. And because I'll leave her there to dry off after she goes outside because there's so much snow on the ground. And so I leave her on the stairs so that she drips and dries on the stairs and on the landing where there's linoleum instead of coming onto the laminate, and especially right after I Swiffered the floors, you know. So it's much better for my sanity to let her just kind of sit there and chill for a minute. But I do let her out, I promise, very much. She's literally sitting on the couch, like spread out like crazy while I'm doing this voiceover. And I was also cleaning out those little plastic covers that go on the knobs for the range so that Dan can't like get in there and just like turn on the stove whenever he wants, because it's very much not a happy thing for a toddler to be able to just go and turn on the gas range stove and burn the house or like explode the house because he let a bunch of gas into the house, so those knob covers are they come in clutch, I will say. And then I just rinsed off the little grates that go on top in the sink, kind of scrubbed them down and rinsed them off a little bit and then threw them back on. I didn't even wipe them down. They're probably still a little wet. It's fine. But yeah, that's it. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I love when I get my house at least just a little bit cleaner. It feels so good to finally get it kind of refreshed after being sick. I think I'm gonna go... I think I'm gonna go wash Dan's bedding after he takes his nap, and then we will be mostly refreshed in this house. Like all the surfaces have been wiped, it feels a little bit better. I do need to shampoo all of my couches and things, but other than that, we're good. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Why are you pulling on me? Say bye-bye. Bye. Mwah.